Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gaming Daddy channel. We talk about the division here and we do a lot of extensive look on the game and its current state. So when Warlords of New York was released, there was a lot of excitement in the community, and rightly so. We have been looking for content like this. And even though there was excitement, there were still people who were a little bit skeptic, some people who were still cautious about everything in the game, and rightly so. But I've said this before, I'm a fanboy, and so I will continue to, play the Division 2 as much as I want to, play for fun, play for making content. My friends, in fact, are even sitting there and telling me, yo, you need to play some more Division for fun rather than just for content. And so I really enjoy, talking with them about the game because they keep me in a sense, focus on what is very important, which is making sure that I'm having fun while I'm playing the game. Even some comments in the comment section. Also, you guys have been saying that for my last few videos, and I have taken heed to what you guys have said. So I'm going to try to work and be much more intentional in having fun in playing the game, I guess. But I guess it goes down to something that's really very important right now, and that is the state of the game in terms of bugs. There are bugs in this game since the patch has been released. Now, personally, since the game started, I have noticed the very minimal amount of bugs. When the game first dropped and different patches, it usually was the Revive Hive bug. And that is actually, as minuscule as that may seem, it's the difference between your entire team wiping and you spending an extra 30 to 45 minutes, God forbid an hour, trying to redo an entire section of a mission, or even an entire mission, if or should you get to a point where you have to start all over again. And somehow this bug has resurfaced its head again, but it's weird in a sense. The Revive Hive is now working, but you cannot res manually some of your teammates, and I don't know exactly what triggers this bug. And this is one of many bugs that are currently in the game, and this one's on PC. And, largely on PC, the game has run well for me. Haven't really experienced any issues and all that. But then you go back and then you look at even the console right now. A lot of people are commenting regarding the different kinds of bugs in the game. And I think this is something that we need to focus on, because as much as we've had a different experience here on PC, or as much as people may be having different experiences across the board, whether it be Xbox or whether it be, PlayStation, the developers have to look very carefully and very speedily into how to fix the bugs that are actually plaguing this game. Because a lot of the community have been very loyal to come back and purchase the New York DLC. Some haven't. Some, are waiting, and, they will be sitting at the back saying, we told you so. But they need to move very fast and actually address these bugs in a very, very important way. And it's one of those things where it's very scary to say these bugs are probably going to stay, because the framework of the game is still, glitchy in a sense when it comes to the bugs that are being seen. Somebody mentioned on my comments just today saying that they could not find a single marksman rifle ammo all through their play session today. That is a very different kind of bug. I've never even heard or seen that. Some people are talking about, how the enemy damage scaling may seem off. I think there might be some server-wide stuff. I'm recording this video early Monday morning, and so Sunday being the weekend, a lot of people might be on the servers farming. If you even look at the targeted loot today, there were chest pieces dropping from Lincoln Memorial. It was chest piece, the vests as the target loot. So I think many people must have been on there too. And usually what I've noticed from the Division 1 was that Sundays used to be very hot in the game in terms of the dark zone, in terms of everything. So that used to put a lot of stress on the game, and the game will bug out for me a lot when I was on PlayStation playing the game. And so maybe they have to do something or make an adjustment that's going to make this work, because it's necessary for the life of the game. I don't play any other, RPG looter shooters. I mean, there's Destiny out there, but I don't really know what the servers are like. I don't know what the net code or whatever it is like in that game. All I know is the Division, and the Division has had its challenges. And this is something the devs need to address very quickly. I don't know what steps they're going to take, But this is a DLC that cost the player base not just the $29.99. I don't let's not just harp on the money side. Let's look at the other aspects of this that actually makes it very interesting, in the sense that the community came out again to support the developers, and right now it seems like we're just in bug testing phase. And the reason I'm making this video is not necessarily because I'm suffering from a lot of these bugs, or because a lot of other content creators are talking about this too, but it's just the fact that players are so discontent that even on an unrelated video, they will still comment about these things. And I think right now the community is trying to call out to the developers to say, hey, you need to fix your game. We already had the different issues that arose even on the so-called early day that the game released. Remember when it dropped on PC? You know, a lot of people jumped in. Some people got their PC account, you know, used their level boost, jumped down there and wanted to jump into PC, and they kept getting Echo, Bravo, Delta, Echo, Alpha, all kinds of different bugs. I have 2 different Uplay accounts. Fortunately for me, I tried to log in simultaneously, and one of my accounts logged in and I was stuck with that account. I actually intended to use the other account. So my agent right now that's leveled up is not the agent that I actually wanted to play Warlords of New York with. But because of that issue, now we could chalk it up to saying the game was not necessarily released. But whenever you give your community and your player base a time and a date, for a company that has this kind of magnitude and teams of people, I think they need to start working way better on their quality control. Because if they can't work on their quality control after so many iterations and patches and DLCs, then it's just going to be very disheartening. I mean, no software or no game is perfect. I know that. That's why I still support the Division 2. There could be a perfect game out there, whatever. There might be a perfect game that will be coming out very soon, whatever. But at least we need to continue to speak so that the game that we are very in tune with and the game that we're always playing works very well. If this game was clean in the way that it functioned, in the way that everything was made to work, I think the game will get a lot more respect within the general wide gaming community. But things like these really attract a lot of the critique and a lot of the, I would say, the bad image that Ubisoft gets to bear from time to time. And it's really unfair, but at the same time, it's also self-inflicted. And this is exactly where we are right now in the community. I was listening today to Born to Game. He made a video and listed a lot of bugs. I mean, we were listening to it in our house. Yes, I watch other YouTubers. And as he was listing them, you know, my wife was like doing something and she was like, wow, there must be a lot of bugs in this game. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I haven't experienced a lot of these. But then I started to see comments on my other videos about weapons and named weapons, and people are commenting about bugs on those weapons and on those videos. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? The conversation kind of spilled over into my, channel. And this is very important. And I want us to make sure that we are aware that this is not acceptable. And even though we'll say we'll give Massive the benefit of the doubt, we also have to make sure that we are pointing out these things and asking Massive to fix them. And so in my case, and in the case of many other agents, the revive bug is still a problem. And this is at best one of the more important things that needs to be solved. There are people talking about falling through levels, or I don't know, all kinds of weird stuff going on. Now, I have not, like I said, I've not experienced most of these, but still, it just ruins the experience. How does Massive expect for players on console or players on other platforms to be able to complete the more difficult content that already takes hours to complete when you can't even res your own agent, or when you can't even get functionality to work in the game? I just hope that they are very intentional about this and they are able to come out and talk to the community and say, hey, we're sorry that this is happening. We're working towards it. And we're planning on implementing something very, very soon. I think something on Twitter with maybe an emergency maintenance to probably patch some of these issues immediately and kind of set, something in tone saying, hey, we're doing this. Okay, we're here to do this, and we're here to support this. I know today, is the weekend. A lot of stuff is going on around the world, but this is a service. This is what they signed up for. They signed up for a live service game, and so these are the challenges that do come with it. And so, yes, it's still a game, in light of everything. If you look at everything from a magnanimous scale, I've seen people say, come on, folks, calm down. There are many things going on in the world right now, and we're here sitting talking about the video game. I do understand that aspect too. There are many things to balance, but at the same time, you just have to say, okay, this is the relevant issue regarding this game. And people and agents have already put in their investment. They've already paid some money, and this needs to be looked at. So I want you guys to respond in the comment section. And as you're responding, also think about everything that's going on in all of the context right now, and just leave, a valid comment to this effect. Just what bugs are you experiencing? I know many people will say go to the Ubisoft forums or go to different platforms where people discuss, but some people don't have the time to do that. I think they see it as the responsibility of the developers to be able to take a look at different aspects of the game and continue to play the game and notice these things and take note of them. So I guess that's it from me. Thank you very much for your time and audience. I appreciate you guys for hopping into this video to just watch and listen and discuss the issue at hand. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.